Dylan, you and Marcus Lattimore, best friends. Did Marcus give you some words of wisdom? He's been here before on what to expect today.
He did not. I think he's got a little more important stuff than probably worry about me here. But you know, it's just going to be a fun time. I told the guys when we were on the plane, let's just enjoy it. You know, none of us have been here, myself, AJ, or JT, and we're just going to have a good time and just enjoy it.
Dylan, Coach Spurrier and AJ and JT have all been very open about how much you're a leader of this team. Is there any, worry or pressure on your shoulders about, being looked at as the leader of this team?
I don't think so. Being a leader is fun to me. You just get to, I think a lot of life, not just playing quarterback, but everything you do is about, loving people and building those relationships. And that's what I try to do with our team. And we have great relationships with our whole team and staff. And it's just fun for me. So.
There's a lot of new quarterbacks in the conference this season. How do you feel being one of the few returning quarterbacks?
Yeah, I've played a little bit, and, I'm excited about it. But it's the SEC. I feel like the level of competition is going to stay the same. I feel like, you'll look up at the end of the year and there'll be, a good many of us in the top 10, and like it always is. So, quarterback's one position. It's important, obviously, but I still think that the level of competition will still be there.
Going back to Dave's question a little bit, do you feel like this is your first time really stepping out as the face and kind of the new quarterback going into this year?
You could say that, but I don't, honestly, no. I don't feel too different. Obviously, Connor isn't here, but it's been fun in the off season, just leading the guys and having other guys lead. I think it's important to have multiple voices. I think Corey Robinson, Bryson Williams, those guys have done a great job. Corey's just huge, so nobody's going to, say anything back to him. You don't have to worry about that. But and Bryson's just done a great job working, and just really excited about our team and our guys.
Next question.
Dylan, just a pretty fortunate feeling for you, though, the fact that you got 4 returning offensive linemen and a lot of experience at the skills.
Oh man, it's a huge blessing to be behind those guys, and just watching them work, I think, is something too that's really huge. Every time we go in, we'll work out in the morning, then I'll go in the afternoon and get something in, and our offensive line's in there grinding, in their own time, just putting in extra work, and just seeing that, knowing the guys care about what they do, and they want to be great themselves is something that's really encouraging. So yeah, I'm excited about that.
How does it feel knowing you really don't have to do it all when you've got a running back like Mike Davis behind you, and what kind of year you think he's going to have?
Yeah, Mike's a great player, and fortunately for our team, we have Brandon Wilds and Sean Carson, David Williams. We've got a lot of guys back there that can get the job done, and Mike's a great player. He's a great guy, and it does take some pressure off when you have a solid running game, but I think it starts with that offensive line, being able to start that, and we have a great one up front, and Mike, I think, will have a good year. So.
Dylan, any concern about being the guy to follow the guy? Connor obviously left a pretty big shadow.
I don't think so. I think a lot of times when we compare, we lose, no matter what. So I'm not going to compare to Connor. I think his stuff speaks for itself. I think he was, 27-5? Is that right? So I don't think that's going to be possible for me, so there's no reason to try and get that record.
Dylan, can you talk about the decision to give up Twitter 2 months ago? What was the reasoning behind that? What have you gained?
It wasn't anything big. I just, Twitter's cool and fun sometimes, but just the time I was worried about other stuff too much than to be looking at, silly stuff on Twitter. So that was basically it,
Dylan, Steve Spurrier has been known in the past to physically go out and show you what to do on the practice field, show you the steps, show you the throw. Is that still going on? Has it gone on with you even in this offseason?
Absolutely. He's going to keep doing that, I'm sure, as long as he's coaching. And that's something fun. We always give him a hard time about is doing that. And he's a fun coach, and he still does it. I'm sure he'll still do it. Whoever's up here next year will tell you the same thing.